we are here sipping the tea with the beautiful, fabulous Kim Bond, the amazing, the one and only,
Okay.
There's not enough adjectives to describe your awesomeness. You're super awesome, hyper awesome, amazing beauty,
Okay.
Kim Bond.
Thank you very much.
I happen to be married to her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very lucky guy.
It's a little bit.
Just a little. I'm very married to you. There's no just a little bit. So, being my beautiful bride, you also wear many, many hats. A mother, wife, a woman of God, leader of women. You own Swatch Out Designs with a partner, co-own
Yes.
with Janet Swinky G and the Heezy. Anyway, so
Okay. She's not in the Heezy.
she's not in the Heezy at all. And you also work as our customer client care coordinator here at Bond Mortgage Lending. So blending those two worlds with real estate and interior design, can you tell me, as when you're walking into a client appointment for an interior design, what are some of the things that you prepare to do and walk in and talk to clients about with their home or their designs? What are your goals?
My goals are to get to know their personality, honestly. I mean, their home is very personal to them, and they're very attached to it, and they are very sensitive to any critique, especially in the beginning when they're building trust. So it's important to not come in heavy-handed and say, you need to change this, because people have an emotional attachment to it. So I go in, I take a look, we ask them some questions, kind of get an idea of what their style is or is trying to be, and go from there.
Okay. I imagine, yeah, because like you can say, change that, take that picture down, but you don't know. That picture it could just be a stock picture that, comes from Home Goods or something like that, but it could
be an antique.
It could be an antique.
Or they left them.
Well, it could be even just a stock picture, right? But it could have been given to them by a close friend. So it could have a very emotional connection. So you never know, what's in a person's home, why it's there. So I'm sure that's part of the journey and process for you is figuring out what's mission critical for them to keep and retain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Communication is key.
Communicate. It's just like anything. Even with mortgages, communication is key.
It really is.
What's the difference between it just being a house and feeling like a home? What brings that home feeling for most people?
I think there's many layers that do that. I think probably one of the most important aspects is the smell. When you walk into a home, I think the smell makes
My bad. Then you probably never felt like you're at home. If I lived there, it's probably.
We have a lot of candles. We do.
We do have a lot of candles.
I think. I mean, if there's pet odor or if it's just an old house that hasn't been kept up, moldy, musty, I think that a warm smell, a homey smell, so that makes a difference. And also, I would have to say, if their personality comes across in the home, layering also makes a huge difference.
What do you mean by layering?
I mean, so you can say you have like creamy white walls, right? It could look very stark, very cold, and there's also a way to make it look warm by adding texture to the windows, by adding an area rug, by adding artwork. Just putting layers in that have different textures, metals, wood pieces. So there is a balance that needs to be made.
Okay. Obviously, with design, I'm in real estate. We sell mortgages. All of our business partners, either work or sell in real estate. Mm-hmm. So in working in real estate to give that first impression to a potential buyer coming in, like what if for somebody visually coming in, like what's going to make a place just feel like, this is it?
So I think most of the time I feel like if they take all the furniture out and if they make everything bare, then the potential homeowner is going to walk through and be able to imagine what the space is going to look like. And most people are not able to do that. They're not able to imagine what it's going to look like. So I think it's important that it's not cluttered, that it is very tidy, but still you understand what each space is meant to be, what the intentional use is for each space.
Okay.
So I think that's important.
That is important. A lot of people don't have imagination. Actually, we had dinner not too awfully long ago. There was a lady at the dinner who told us a story where her brain, and I think she says like 12% of the population is like this. Her brain literally cannot imagine things.
Yeah.
Like she can only visualize in her brain like concepts or text, but she can't imagine. If you described, imagine, a cup pouring out water, like she doesn't see a picture in her head like I do. So to require 12% of the potential buyer pool to come in and imagine a space, probably pretty hard. You're probably limiting your ability to make that sale there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And a lot of people, too, they don't have confidence in their style. I think a lot of times when they hire us, they're really looking for just help and guidance and kind of the approval. Like, does this match? Does this go with this? How does this look? Most people have an idea of what they like. They just don't have enough confidence to make the purchase.
Wow. Okay.
Paint the wall.
Paint that wall.
Buy that couch.
After closing.
Yes. No purchases.
How does interior design, or good purposeful, well-designed interior design help someone who's actually living in the home deal with their day-to-day functions of life?
Well, when we work with our clients, we're not creating a museum for them to live in. We're not creating a house that cannot be lived in. We're curating comfort, practicality. I mean, you do want to live in the house. And I think when people walk in, you want them to be able to feel that they can take their shoes off and be in a beautiful space, but also feel welcomed. If your sink is here and your dishwasher's on the other side of the kitchen, that's not practical. That is going to annoy you after the first couple of days, no matter how beautiful that it looks. So it has to have form, it has to have function, it has to make sense to you. And that's, I think, why hiring a designer is needed, is because we do know the measurements, we do know the practicality that you don't think of until after the design is in, after the builders have left and they've done it, and you're like, oh no, I didn't think about that.
How can interior design help people feel an emotional connection to their home and their family?
Well, they have to love where they live.
Okay.
That's where the emotional connection comes in. I will take it personally to our house. It's been, 5 or 6 years since we've redesigned our kitchen and our dining room. I still walk in the door every day and I still love where we live. I still feel attached to it. I still feel happy. The tile that I've selected was not trendy. Something that I love, that I think is beautiful, that I think is timeless. So I think that's how you have the emotional connection, that you feel attached to it. You've made some of the selections. It feels warm. It feels cozy. It feels personal to you. I think that's where the emotional connection is. And everybody's different.
Yeah. I think that personal to you is critical there. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They have to live there. I don't have to live there.
So
I'm not living there. They have to live there. They have to live where they live.
So as a designer, how do you help someone? Because somebody might really like a tile selection and their husbands
hate it.
And their husbands hate it, or you know that it's not gonna look cohesive. How do you guide someone out of a selection that they may like to help them find something that they will love?
Well, usually by that point, we've built up trust with our clients. So they really are listening to our advice and they're allowing us to guide them. So I've been able to determine if someone is like, I like it, I really like it. And then you can see on their face when they love it, when they can't stop thinking about it. So our job is to just, usually when it's a couple sitting down together and trying to blend their styles together, is like going to marriage counseling. Sometimes it's very hard to do that. And he likes one thing, she likes the other, and they're opposite ends of the spectrum, and we have to somehow make them cohesive.
Gotcha.
Like
So
with us.
So yeah, I know.
Like with your gaudy Italian old world taste.
Hey,
let's put a column here and here and here and here.
Yeah, okay. The columns
for everybody.
Yeah, you get a column. You get a column. Yeah, well, I mean, whatever. They look stately. Leave me alone.
Okay.
What's a common go-to, like, hey, I'm going to make this change in a house and it's going to make me more money on the sale?
I think that it used to be white kitchens sold. Everybody was trying so hard to just stay so neutral, and they were scared to make any sort of a bold design choice because it's like it has to appeal to the masses. Mm-hmm. But usually if it's done with taste and it's done with quality materials, it usually ends up being timeless. And it becomes something that the potential homeowner walks in and they remember it because it's different, because we're not talking tacky or like, whoa, that's offensive, but beautiful, but different. I think different sometimes can work in their favor, where everyone is so afraid to make a change or to do something that won't appeal to everybody.
Yeah.
You can always keep the walls more neutral. You can always, but I think a pretty tile or maybe a color of a cabinet that's timeless are great moves, and it makes them stand out from other homes.
What are some cabinet colors that you are seeing right now?
Green is still pretty big. Warm woods with more of a brown tone, natural woods, and different shades of wood, I think, are very, very beautiful, and that's very, very popular now.
Good enough.
And like luxe colors.
When dealing with like customers who are not necessarily going to be selling anytime soon, maybe they just own their home, they love it, they want to make their space personal. How do you prevent them from making it too personal? So like it's like hyper custom to just them, knowing that, hey, you could be shooting yourself in the foot if you do go to sell this down the road.
Like if they get tile with their last name above the stove, usually I will.
I had a really good idea. That was a great idea that we like Bond. Like this is the great kitchen. And it's
we
beautiful.
bought tile in Italy.
We did buy tile.
We did.
In Italy.
We were that.
It's got our name on it, but we
did not put it on.
We didn't put it anywhere.
We tried to.
We did. All right. So anyway, so how do you prevent customers from making like design mistakes or renovation mistakes to hyper personalize their house?
I think things that cannot be paint. You can always throw some paint on the wall. It's very inexpensive to do. So if they want to paint their walls a certain color, and they do go to resell, that's easy. That's an easier fix. Truly, we just go through, if I'm working with a realtor about kind of setting it up for staging, we just take down some personal pictures, declutter, take away, if they're in kids' rooms, anything that is too personalized to their kid or cartoonish or, Disney related.
No offense to all y'all Disney fans out there. There are some people that die hard for Disney. Like, what are they called? The Disney adults or something? I don't know. The people that, I don't know, the grown
Disney adults.
Is that what they're called?
I don't know.
Just you personally.
Yeah.
What's one design trend that's been super popular that you're like, this has got to go. This is garbage. Get this out of here.
Boho.
Give it the boot. Boho.
Boho.
You mean
So
what's boho?
So like the farmhousey boho, everything is made of wicker and wicker. And
Okay.
there's a lot of thread and fabric involved.
Thread.
Yes. A lot of macrame and stuff. Nothing wrong with macrame, but I think it's time. I feel like we can class it up a little bit more, sophisticated it a little bit more.
Okay.
That's what I'm tired of the farmhouse chic. The dark colored houses and I'm still a fan. I still like the black window sills, but it does date your house though. It will.
Especially when it runs back through,
Yeah.
right? Kind of like, like maybe like in the 70s where all houses were made with that flat stone. I guess it's what is it, like flagstone they put on the side of the houses, right? You can tell just by looking at it.
What
You got
era
a generation, like know when that house was built. Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of classic, especially for the exterior.
Gotcha.
Timeless.
Classic
Classy.
with columns. So what's a small design upgrade that someone can maybe go and do on their own that seems small but is very impactful for people?
Paint.
Paint.
Color. It is the most inexpensive, and you can do it yourself.
I don't advise it. I hate painting.
Yes, we won't do it
I
ourselves.
will not do it.
That I think has the easiest, the quickest way to have a wow factor or to change the look of your room.
Yeah.
Without having to do construction, without having to throw down thousands of dollars in materials and layouts, I think is paint.
Is there a particular
Light fixtures.
Light fixtures?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. You are always big on light fixtures, even in our house. You're like, change this light. It's time to change the light. So flipping back to paint.
And light bulbs.
Okay.
No fluorescent white light bulbs that you love, the LED.
I love LED lights. They're super
awful.
great. They're not
Hideous.
awful.
They're awful.
I love them.
Okay.
I can stare at them and they don't hurt me.
And you get migraines.
I don't.
Of course.
All right, so I want to follow up on the paint. So on the paint, now we're not sponsored, but is there a particular brand of paint that you prefer over others?
Yes.
What is that?
Sherwin-Williams.
Why?
Emerald.
Why?
It's quality paint. Its pigment is beautiful. It lasts. It is washable. It takes maybe 1 or 2 coats versus other qualities that do not, or other brands that do not.
Okay. Good plug. Sherwin-Williams. You can mail your check to 107 William Street. William, it's in the name. William. I got you.
I love Sherwin-Williams.
All right.
I like Benjamin Moore too.
Okay.
And cost wise, it is fairly priced versus like Farrow and Ball and stuff like that, where it's absolutely insane.
Gotcha. Okay. If you had $500, if someone gave you a $500 budget, and I'm going to take paint out of the equation because you've already said paint.
No, that's not
You've already said paint. You got $500, and someone wants you to come and redesign a room in their house.
What room? It matters what room.
It doesn't matter what room. Let's go where the magic happens. Let's go there.
From Brown's home office, possibly. We're not personalizing. If we were to say to go to the Browns home office,
let's say where
put color on that wall.
let's say where the magic happens. In the
Kitchen. I'm just kidding.
In the primary bedroom, milady.
Milady.
What would you do in someone's primary bedroom with 500 bones just to make an immediate change?
And I can't do paint.
No paint. Paint is off the table because you've already said paint.
Obviously, the bed linens would be number one, and lighting.
Okay. Bed linens.
Probably do some sconces.
Some wall sconces.
Some mood lighting, and I would put some layers on that bed. Some fluffiness. That's probably we will be maxed out.
What is one of your favorite projects that you've worked on so far, and why is it your favorite project? No names, just like situations.
I will have to say it was a woman who her husband has passed away, and she downsized into a retirement community, and her 4,000 square foot house had now, I think her apartment was about 1,200 square feet.
It
was dramatic.
Yeah.
And she wanted to make her apartment feel homey, and she wanted to incorporate her husband in the new apartment without taking over. If that makes sense. Like, she wanted to honor him, but still wanted to be able to move into the next chapter of her life. And I think that was probably the most meaningful. It was just nice working with her. We love working with her and helping her hang up pictures that she already owned and placing them around in certain ways. And
so not even really spending a lot of money on that because it was just kind of rearranging.
Helped her move into the next phase of her life and helped her not put up pictures that it was time to kind of leave them down, and to help her decide which ones and what blankets. And she had a bedspread from her and her husband. They were married for 60 years.
So that's it, guys. Follow Kim on all the socials. You can check us out at Bond Mortgage Lending if you need any real estate or finance advice. But thank you so much for joining today. How much do I pay you for this visit?
I know. You will get my bill.
I bet I will.